Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you went in? Or maybe you've noticed that your energy isn't what it used to be. You wake up feeling tired, your joints protest more than they used to, and some days, it feels like your body just isn't cooperating. If any of this sounds familiar, don't worry, you're not alone. Aging is a natural process, but that doesn't mean it has to slow you down. A lot of men think that getting older automatically means losing strength, sharpness, and independence. But the truth is, many of the changes that come with aging aren't just random. They're signals from your body. And if you listen to those signals, you can do something about them. That's what we're going to talk about today. So, what are the real signs of aging in men? Not just the obvious ones like gray hair or wrinkles, but the subtle changes that can affect your daily life, your energy, your focus, even your confidence. The good news? There are ways to manage and even improve many of these symptoms. Let's start with one of the most common, fatigue. You might have noticed that you don't have the same stamina you did in your 30s or 40s. Maybe you wake up feeling just as tired as when you went to bed, or you hit a wall in the afternoon that never used to be there. Fatigue isn't just about getting older. It's often tied to factors like sleep quality, hormone levels, and even what you eat. Testosterone, for example, naturally declines as men age, and this can lead to lower energy levels. But what many men don't realize is that low testosterone isn't just about numbers. It's about lifestyle. Lack of exercise, poor sleep, and stress can all make it worse. The fix? Start by making small adjustments. Try going to bed at the same time each night, cutting back on late-night screen time, and making sure your diet includes enough protein and healthy fats. These simple changes can help keep your energy levels steady throughout the day. Speaking of energy, let's talk about another sign of aging that many men brush off: muscle loss. Have you ever noticed that lifting groceries feels heavier than it used to? Or that climbing stairs leaves you a little more winded? This isn't just a sign of getting older. It's a result of something called sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass that starts as early as your 30s, but becomes more noticeable after 60. The mistake many men make is thinking that because they're aging, they should take it easy. But in reality, the opposite is true. Strength training, even something as simple as body weight exercises or light resistance bands, can help maintain muscle and keep your metabolism working efficiently. You don't have to lift heavy weights at the gym. Just moving your body regularly can make a big difference. Another subtle but important sign of aging is changes in memory and focus. Have you ever struggled to recall a name or lost track of what you were saying mid-sentence? Occasional forgetfulness is normal, but if you're finding it happens more often, it could be a sign that your brain needs a little extra care. One of the best things you can do for your memory is to keep your mind active. Learning something new, whether it's a language, an instrument, or even a puzzle, keeps your brain engaged and sharp. But just as important as mental exercise is physical exercise. Walking, swimming, or even light stretching increases blood flow to the brain, helping to keep your mind clear and focused. Aging isn't about giving up the things you love. It's about adapting and making small changes that help you feel your best. And now that we've talked about energy, strength, and memory, let's move on to something just as important. One thing that often catches men off guard as they age is changes in metabolism and weight. Maybe you've noticed that your belly isn't as flat as it used to be, even though you're eating the same way you always have. Or perhaps you feel like your body holds on to weight in ways it never did before. This isn't just in your head. Metabolism naturally slows down with age, and the way your body processes food changes. The biggest culprit? A loss of muscle mass. Muscle is like an engine that burns calories, and when you start losing it, your body doesn't burn energy as efficiently. That's why staying active isn't just about feeling strong. It actually helps regulate your weight. The good news is that you don't need to do extreme workouts to see results. Even simple activities like walking after meals, Doing light resistance training or stretching in the morning can keep your metabolism running smoothly. But it's not just about movement, it's also about what you eat. Have you ever noticed that heavy meals leave you feeling sluggish in a way they never used to? That's because digestion slows down with age, and certain foods can make that worse. Highly processed foods, sugary snacks, and excessive alcohol can lead to weight gain, bloating, and even inflammation in your joints. Instead, focusing on whole foods, lean proteins, healthy fats, and fiber-rich vegetables can help you feel lighter, more energetic, and even reduce common aches and pains. And speaking of pain, let's talk about joint stiffness. If you've ever woken up feeling stiff or noticed that your knees protest when you get out of a chair, you're not alone. Joints naturally lose lubrication over time, and years of wear and tear can lead to discomfort. But here's the thing, stiffness doesn't mean you should stop moving. In fact, the more you move, the better your joints will feel. A simple habit like stretching for 5 minutes in the morning can make a huge difference. Low-impact activities like swimming, yoga, or even gentle cycling help keep your joints flexible without putting too much strain on them. And don't underestimate the power of hydration. Your joints need water to stay lubricated, and many men don't drink enough throughout the day. Just upping your water intake can help reduce stiffness and improve mobility. Another common but often overlooked sign of aging in men is changes in mood. Have you ever felt more irritable than usual, or found yourself feeling down for no clear reason? Many men assume this is just part of getting older, but in reality, emotional changes are often linked to hormonal shifts, lifestyle habits, and even social connections. Testosterone levels play a big role in mood stability, and when they decline, it can lead to feelings of fatigue, frustration, or even mild depression. But beyond hormones, lifestyle factors make a huge difference. Staying socially connected, whether it's meeting friends, engaging in hobbies, or simply talking to family, can help combat feelings of loneliness and keep your mind sharp. Another powerful tool for mental well-being: getting outside. Sunlight boosts vitamin D, which plays a key role in mood regulation. Even just a short walk in the morning sun can make a difference in how you feel throughout the day. Aging isn't just about physical changes, it's also about mindset. The way you approach these shifts in your body and mind can shape how you experience them. And now that we've covered metabolism, joint health, and mood, let's move on to something just as important. One of the most significant but rarely talked about changes in aging men is sleep quality. Have you ever found yourself waking up in the middle of the night for no apparent reason? Or maybe you're getting a full 8 hours but still feel tired during the day. Sleep patterns change as we age, and many men experience lighter sleep, more frequent awakenings, or difficulty falling back asleep. This isn't just a small inconvenience. Poor sleep affects everything from energy levels to mood to overall health. But the good news is that small adjustments can make a big difference. Sticking to a consistent sleep schedule, avoiding screens before bed, and keeping your room cool and dark can help improve sleep quality. And if you tend to wake up feeling groggy, try getting some sunlight first thing in the morning. This helps regulate your body's natural sleep cycle, making it easier to fall asleep at night. Another area where many men notice changes is in their digestion. Maybe you feel bloated more often, experience heartburn, or notice that certain foods don't sit well with you anymore. As we age, our digestive system slows down, and the body produces fewer enzymes to break down food efficiently. This can lead to discomfort, but a few simple changes can help. Eating smaller meals, chewing food thoroughly, and incorporating fiber-rich foods like vegetables, whole grains, and fruits can keep your digestive system running smoothly. Hydration is key here too. Water helps prevent constipation and keeps everything moving the way it should. And if you've noticed more acid reflux or bloating, cutting back on processed foods, alcohol, and late-night meals can make a world of difference. Now, let's talk about something that isn't physical but is just as important: your sense of purpose. A lot of men, especially after retirement, struggle with a feeling of, what now? The days might feel longer, and without the structure of work, it's easy to lose motivation. But here's the thing: staying engaged, setting new goals, and finding meaningful activities are some of the best ways to keep your mind and body sharp. Whether it's learning a new skill, volunteering, picking up a hobby you never had time for, or even mentoring younger generations, staying mentally and socially active plays a huge role in longevity. The most energetic, happy men in their 60s, 70s, and beyond are the ones who keep moving, learning, and engaging with life. Aging isn't about slowing down. It's about adapting and making the most of every stage of life. You have more wisdom, experience, and resilience than ever before. Taking small steps to maintain your energy, strength, and mental sharpness will help you continue doing the things you love for years to come. So, if you've noticed some of these changes, don't see them as signs of decline. See them as signals. Your body is telling you what it needs, and by listening and making small, consistent changes, you can stay strong, sharp, and full of life. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. What's one thing you've done to stay active and feel your best as you age? Let's start a conversation, because no matter what number is on your birthday cake, there's always a way to keep living life to the fullest.